Hey, Mom, we just really want you to understand our appreciation for your faithfulness at the Academy, your vision to start that school in a place where there wasn't a lot of excellence happening in education. And just you taking these kids, and you're so good at acknowledging their gifts and talents and then calling that out in them. And then you just would live and die with their successes and failures. And I got to see that in a different way than most. I know you'd wake up 4:35 in the morning and pray over those kids, and then um, talk about them on your way to and from school and outside of school, because that's just what you think about and care about. And to do that for 25 years is amazing. You took us on so many meaningful learning experiences. You would just come up with these creative things, and we go on so many field trips. There's not many places in the Ozarks that had an educational opportunity that we didn't visit, without a lot of resources either. Um, I don't think you'll really know your impact this side of heaven. So that calls to mind this book, The Great Divorce by C.S. Lewis. There's a scene where um, there is this woman walking by. They're in heaven, and she's majestic. So I'll read a section. Is it, I whispered to my guide. He thinks it's God or something. Not at all, said he. It's someone you'll never heard of. Her name on earth was Sarah Smith, or Gloria Taft in this case. She lived at Golders Green, or Saunders Heights in this case. She seems to be, well, a person of particular importance. Aye, she is one of the great ones. You have heard that fame in this country and fame on earth are two quite different things. Who are these gigantic people? Look, they're like emeralds who are dancing and throwing flowers before her. Haven't you read your Milton? A thousand liveried angels lackey her. And who are all these young men and women on each side? They are her sons and daughters. She must have had a very large family, sir. Every young man or boy that met her became her son, even if it was only the boy that brought the meat to her back door. Every girl that met her was her daughter. Isn't that a bit hard on their own parents? No. There are those that steal other people's children, but her motherhood was of a different kind. Those on whom it fell went back to their natural parents, loving them more. Skipping ahead a bit. In her they became themselves. And now the abundance of life she has in Christ from the Father flows over into them. I looked at my teacher in amazement. Yes, he said, it is like when you throw a stone into a pool, and the concentric waves spread out further and further. Who knows where it will end? Redeemed humanity is still young. It has hardly come to its full strength, but already there is joy enough in the little finger of a great saint, such as yonder lady, to waken all the dead things of the universe into life. And I just think that's a picture of who you're going to be on the other side of heaven whenever we get there one day. That you've just kind of been laboring away in anonymity in a lot of ways, and one day that won't be the case anymore. One day, um, even though we're trying to appreciate you today, you'll really be appreciated as you should. And you don't really know the impact you've had on my life or any of your students. I know just in my case, I've had 600 students already, and I'll have a few thousand more if I stay at it like I plan to. And your effect goes, you know, exponentially into each of the kids that you've had in your classroom. And you're still just the voice I have in my head whenever I'm dealing with a certain student and situation. How would mom handle this? And in more ways than I probably realize, um, you affect me to this day, and I'm sure that other students are the same. So we love you. We're proud of you. Hope that your retirement is peaceful, but I know it's not really going to be a retirement. You've already got ideas for how to bless more people, and that's awesome. So we love you, Mom. We're proud of you.